Thank you very much. His Excellency, the Ambassador of the United States of America, Ambassador Walker Stevens, Diplomatic Corps, Member of the panel, ladies and gentlemen. 4 member committees from Philadelphia, 3 of them have been introduced already, so not waste your time. The lizard that jumped from behind the local tree once said if nobody introduced him, he will introduce himself. So therefore, my name is Sheikha Mohammed Kamara. I am the Vice President of the Philadelphia Church. With that said, my Honorable President, Mr. Kabir Toure, is absent here this afternoon because of family, and family comes first. Ladies and gentlemen, the only person here that I will also have to bring forward is Mr. M.S. Conte, who is the treasurer of the Great Philadelphia Church. The other 2 are national, so Chairman Mr. Aziz has taken care of that. So therefore, I will not waste your time. Yes. I've been warned that I don't have too much time, so I have to speed it up. That's why I'm sorry. But again, ladies and gentlemen, the meeting this afternoon is very important. And we should ask ourselves the question. 1, what do we want? Every human being must have an objective. And every association must have an objective. What is the objective of this chapter here in the United States? It's not about individuality. It's not about one person. We set a brighter example in Philadelphia. Mr. Simo and Mr. Podimasa, they went there for election. And in the history of the United States, Philadelphia is the only chapter that had elections, everybody went unopposed. There is nothing fishy. There was nothing fishy. There was nothing. It's not the old APC. And the old APC I was part of it too. And we don't bring it anymore. We reformed APC already. So therefore, it was unanimous and everybody was pleased and happy. And up to today, in fact, the chapter was having some hiccups. But after the elections, members are coming back to the chapter. So that means everything that was done and for the right reason and in the right cause. And here is us, the bigger fish, fighting. After the inauguration of Isis Toure in Philadelphia, we had a meeting of this magnitude in my house. For 8 hours, trying to find ways and means to be together. At that time, everybody agreed that, yes, it is time for us to be together. This afternoon, let us build on that agreement that APC needs to be together. Leadership, we will only have one leader at a time.
That's true.
That's true. So therefore, when it is your time,
Yes.
we need to stand behind you.
Yes.
And when it is my time, I will expect people to stand behind me.
Yes.
This is Mr. Isis Toure's time, and I am here as a vice president to stand behind you with my chapter. I thank you very much. Mr. President, I will now call upon Mr. PCP Amara.
Good afternoon. I want to take the privilege to talk to you just briefly. I'm not the president, I'm the president. I will take the privilege to say thank you, Mr. Ambassador. Thank you, everybody here. For this occasion, we really need it. We cannot be fighting ourselves until and unless we all understand that achieve peace, then the purpose of having APC. I will introduce to you briefly Mr. Minka Lusise. Mr. Minka Lusise is a member of the law during the Strikers era. Was elected president 2 times. And I have somebody at the back there, Mr. Aladdin Nabil. So good. So I've not been feeling for a while.
APC, that APC. From 1967, I never crossed cabinet. No.
Next on the list is Simbo, Victor Simbo, who is a member of the. So because of time, I'm going to stop right here.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's always the same. Never forget all their fault. Even though they have been introduced by the chairman and he's sitting in front of you all, I have or am obliged to introduce it. And it's no person but the former chairman, the able chairman, and the most popular chairman, Mr. Aziz Nabil. I came not to introduce him because he's already on the national side. So I pretend to forget him. But my conscience drew me to my senses. So that's why I'm introducing him. I thank you very much. And I think we will be going to business. And before I move or say any other thing,
one more. Let's just have one more. And Mr. Taylor, you are a soldier in the old side. So can you just address us for a minute or two, please? You know, we need to recognize you. Mr. Taylor was
I will introduce myself.
okay.
I am from Future and I don't live here. But my wife and children are here. Just to my home. My name is Chantil. I am a blue-blooded APC man. And I will live and die for APC. Now I am an ex-member of the National Executive Council of APC, ex-member of the National Vice Council, and ex-member of the Finance Committee of APC. We've worked hard, and presently I am one of the directors of the National Public Procurement Authority of Future. This office is now a very important office because we monitor all the procurements of government. And I want to ask all of you who are here queuing for office that if you go to Freetown
and we don't get ourselves involved in the Procurement Act of 2004 and the Procurement Regulation of 2006, and we get ourselves involved in procurement procedure during the year. We don't joke. Let me warn all of you here. If I can see most of you looking out for office. When you get there, make sure you work assiduously towards the progress of the area. Our president does not joke. In fact, he told me that Taylor, if I'm not doing anything untoward, gets my head still. He said it. I'm in front of him. And if the president says so, I'm also of you. So make sure that when you get there, you work towards the progress of the area. Now the president has asked for attitudinal and behavioral reaction. If this change your, like for instance, like you here, you have not changed your attitude. You have not changed your behavior. If you had, you would not have been here. There is nothing to do without trees. A house divided cannot stand. It's a please and control as we hear today. Let us make sure that we do things that will order well for good of Sierra. If you are not prepared to work for Sierra, guess what? Please, we don't joke now in Sierra with this president that we have. The honest by Suma, it does not do. If you are going to Sierra, make sure you're going there to work for the good of Sierra, not to do your pocket. Please, we and the procurement department, authority, and the anti-corruption commission, we don't do. We have Pademba Road and Pademba Road and Special Court. Now we've asked the president that he should hand over the anti-corruption commission to the Special Court. So when we get to jail, we put you in there and you trouble. Make sure that you work for the whole I am speaking for him. I am advising you. Thank you. It's not like it's an advice. It's an advice.
We all have what is there. Sure. Because we are all craving to go back home and work. You don't know the motive, you are already cautious. But when you go there, not for your own interest, but the interest of the country and the people. So let it be known. At this point, I'll now call on the able vice or acting director of the diaspora. Nobody but please answer that.
I am so honored to be here. And if you can just indulge me for 2 minutes, I have something to say. Yes, Is the mic on? Well, I will see. Yes, it's up. It's up. Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. So now, 2011 is over. It's the 11th hour, 2012. We don't know what the date is yet. It's the 11th hour, 2012. What does this body look like? An hour before the election, a day before the election, a month before the election. We spoke about objectives here earlier. What's the objective of this body? To win an election. So if we're giving and fighting, how is that going to be against? We've wasted 3 years from everything I've heard this afternoon. From 2008, and after TV and the executive have been working to get everybody on board, everybody in the queue, so the real work can begin. Peace should not be the work. When you spent 3 years working on peace, you've wasted 3 years on this. No actually been working towards winning elections. Our president right now in Sierra Leone is a president for all people, not just Sierra Leone. He's a president for Sierra Leone. And we have come on board based on that sentiment. We're working for Sierra Leone first. We have spent the last 3 years showcasing development. We spent the last 3 years showing people that he's serious about it, that he's working for them. I hear people all the time who say they're not politicians. Everybody here is politician. If you're working for people, it's politics. There's a difference between speaking and practicing politics. When people are focused, politics is a positive thing. When the people are focused, everybody wins. When you first endeavor to serve, your leadership will be great. But if your main aim is to lead, you never serve the people. So, today, we start all over again. We go back to the objective, and we work towards that. What's the intention? To go for the ride. You can open your eyes.
I opened mine.
I'm very shy. I don't like anybody looking at me.
Oh, okay. That's
Intention is very important. Anybody who's running for office, what's your intention? You've been warned by your full-time failure. When you go to pre-town, make sure your intentions are clean and clean, otherwise you will end up in prison. Islam calls it Nia. And this year, my friend Mr. Ibrahim, they taught me about the sincerity of purpose. It's key to everything. What we do when nobody's watching is what really counts what our character is. I so enjoyed watching the president of the DP chapter. Just spoke there about family. This is what family is about. Everybody should call. They've had 20 years of a relationship. 20 years of peace. That's what that means, because they're friends. And these people work together. These people keep it very, very good. And when you see women in peace, it's a beautiful thing.
Amen. Amen.
So today, when we get all chapters and the national objective is one. We're not going to fight each other. We're fighting for each other. Opposition is clear. Opposition is clear. So today, it's going to break down everything everybody has worked for up to this point. If Sierra Leone is going to win, we have to be on the same page. Thank you very much for
Just to make it a reminder again, everybody's talking about in front of us right here is peace. Please, let's keep it in mind that we have to have peace. We all have to work towards peace to make it a success.
The next item we're going to have in the agenda is recognition of various members who make their presentation. The panel will listen to. But, and we're going to do that without any restrictions, because even though the meeting started late, for the only people who have not spoken, we can still accommodate them without keeping everybody up on the whole day. However, our ambassador has another commitment that he has to attend. So I hope you all will use him so that he can leave. We have a meeting, us the panelists have a meeting, tentatively spoken about, the time not yet set, whereby we'll meet with the ambassador and report to him what we've had and engage him on some of the issues there in the organization. But we're not going to do that today. Okay, the panelists will meet with the ambassador sometime within the next Ambassador, if you want something else to say.
Just 1 minute. I just want to tell Chairman Aziz that he's not ceremonial president. I heard him referring himself as a ceremonial president, not ceremonial.
Chairman.
He's an executive chairman of the North America. That means whatever goes wrong there goes on his head.
Yes.
So he has a responsibility to make sure that he takes the bull by the horn and make peace for North America. The last message I want to leave: if suspension is what is bringing rancor in North America, I will say to this body, get around it and try to give them and make peace with everybody. President Nkrumah has been leader of the APC party for 4 years. He has never suspended anybody. If anybody was at McKinney and saw the behavior of Mohamed Bangura, I was chairman for the elections at the McKinney convention, and saw his behavior, he was virtually pointing at the nose of the president. An executive president in Sierra Leone. The president just smiled. I was annoyed for the president. If it were for me, I would have kicked him out of the convention. But the president said we should leave him. And up to now, no action has been taken against him. Robert Taylor, who was a member of NAC, will tell you, when the president chairs NAC meetings, it's very tough for him. It is not the cabinet. It's NAC. These are political comrades. They tell him what they want to tell him, and that is what leaders need to know. They tell him sometimes people who are in NAC shiver. Some of them will tell you that, Mr. President, you have nothing to do with me. I don't want to be a minister. I don't want money from you. I'm retired, so I can tell you whatever I want to tell you. If you want to take it, if you want to don't take it. These are the kind of people we want. So whatever that will bring rancor to the party, kick it out, and let's bring everybody on. I'll show you of my support. Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman.
Solution to this problem, because as the chairman said in his speech, it has happened before. Several people have been suspended and we went through the procedure. Likewise, I can speak on behalf of Mr. Mohammed.
Even me.
When you were suspended, Honorable Bada Kumbo and Honorable Almami Bangura were there on that day, the 15th of March, which was regarded as a red letter day. Mr. Mohammed was kicked out of
You have an able panel.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Chairman.
And we'll engage the ambassador
Anyway.
So I see you raising hands. You don't know, right, the ambassador?
I have a question before Ambassador goes.
Yeah, let him go.
Let him go, let him go.
Can I make a suggestion? Excuse me. Let's all try as best as possible to behave civil. If you raise your hands up, I will come to you and give you the speaker and let you talk. Okay?
And
hold on.
yeah, and a precaution. Please, let's remember that in officialdom, we are held strictly to time protocol. Yeah. If it's not a question really that you cannot get an answer from anybody else except the ambassador, maybe even writing, sending an email to the ambassador. Now he's gracious enough to tell us he has up to that 3 o'clock, but we don't want compound questions or compound questions from one. Speech will make up questions, you know. So really, yeah, and the question should lead towards peace. In this point today, the only thing we talk about is peace. No negative spoken here.
Thank you.
So please, the ambassador will give you a little bit more time, but please let's make it quick so that he can get out of here. Yeah.
To just add to it, the word civil. Let's do that. Yeah. I don't know. Okay, I give the right to the politician.
We forgot to address the post chapter decided to do something for us, whereby members who were expected to come here today are not here, but they can still internet time or so, you can send them their concerns. So if you have their phone numbers, you can call them and send their concerns. We can receive and address them here. I just want to
Yes.
I think we have to let the embassies go at this time because many people may want to approach individually. But I would say finally, compile all leadership and then meet the ambassador. But I think we should use
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to take this opportunity to thank Her Excellency Ambassador Bakari Stevens for making it possible to be here, and also the organizers of this meeting. All I want to say here is to let you know, because we had a pre-meeting in the other room in which we had so much from most of the parties that are involved in this issue. And the way we said we should address it, I think it's been highlighted by the chairman. First of all, we want to let you know that we've had the complaints, we've had your concerns, and some of the things we cannot bring them here. We have taken the onus to engage the ambassador, because since that most of the issues, because I'm saying where he's here, most of the issues were directed at the ambassador. So we decided to handle it this way, that we will engage the ambassador, we will talk with him, and we will get back to the executives of this committee so that we let you know. Because he is our ambassador, he is our representative. Just as I said before, this is an opportunity that we, the APC in North America, have, even though I'm no more a member of this diaspora. I'm a home-based staff.
You're still a member.
I'm still a member.
Yeah, you are.
You see, we are so fortunate to have an APC ambassador. Otherwise, there is no business like the APC that we have in the embassy if it's not an APC ambassador. So let's take the opportunity to use this ambassador well, and the ambassador also takes the opportunity to use the North America well, so that we further the progress of our party. 2012 is just around the corner. 2012 is just around the corner. Some of us don't see us as women, but we just waiting for the bell
To ring.
to go.
Yes.
When the whistle blows,
Yes.
then we will know that the women are there. Because for you men, your issues, if you don't resolve the problems now, because all these problems are based on men. You men, you the APC men, we don't have time. We don't have time. Let's try to just round the corner, and we're waiting. I did not mean that APC is in government. Believe in me and you, then we will not find ourselves here. Nobody will want to say an APC. It's because APC is governance. So we want to look for the platform that will keep us in governance till well. So please, ladies and gentlemen, let's excuse the ambassador. We will engage the ambassador.
All right, thank you. Thank you, madam. Okay, thank you.
Two questions.
Before you give the question, let me ask. I want to tell you, I'm excited. Technology is wrong. We've just received messages from everywhere. Dubai, China, Spain. You guys be careful. We're watching.
Okay.
No, hold on, please. Two questions.
Madam President, and then my Washington chapter president, please give us trust. You've already spoken for us. We won't do the rest. Comments on, first of all, like your wife. Oh, okay. Yeah, my friend from Saudi Arabia just called.
Technology.
Today is please not business. Unfortunately, just like what the ambassador said, They decided to accept us. I mean, the Washington chapter because of our progress. I mean, we don't have enemies between ourselves. It's not even a question for any of us. We all know that our job that we are doing here, we have to take the credit for what we are doing. Freetown needs us, and we need Freetown as well. What I'm saying here is please, please, please. For some of us, we thought what we are doing is just doing something else because of figures. What I'm trying to say is, a family without peace, there will never be a good child. A good child will never be born in that family. That is what we are going on to right. We are working very hard. Right now, we are here living our families, living all that we're supposed to do on the weekend. Always fighting for APC. And what are we getting in return? Always telling us that freedom is next power. That is next power. We are tired of it. We have to know ourselves that people are not happy with what we are doing in North America. They are not happy. Even ourselves, we have to know that we are not happy with what we are doing within ourselves. So why should we not just say, this is a very good time that all of us should have been here to exactly say what Mr. A has done to Mr. B. But look at us. Look at us. Are we going to achieve peace? I doubt it. Mr. President. I doubt it very much. That's why there are a lot of things that need to be ironed out. Without that, there will be no peace. And as we all know, the ambassador is the father for all of us. And as a father, if you behave like a father, all the children will be happy. There will never be peace. Because I will not be happy talking to him. Those that will be happy talking to him, they will be telling him something else about my father or blah, blah, blah. Which of course is not the way blah, blah, blah is. So what I'm saying here now is it's not a caution, it's just a precaution that we all are for the one thing that the goal that everyone is trying to score is to see that ABC succeed. Without the success of ABC, we won't get nothing here. We think of it up. They're doing good job. Thank you. So, thank you.
Okay, so here, Bayamba has made his presentation, which would have been the one of the members. Now, the one only questions, and a question is no more than 15 words. Yes, please. So that a question directed to the ambassador, because he has to go. Then we'll come back and do what Bayamba has just done. So only genuine questions, please, so that we can free up the man so he can attend to other questions.
Yes. Questions?
Yes. Yes. His Excellency, Dr. Stevens. My question is, what is your solution to the suspended unit? How are we going to solve this problem?
Thank you very much. As I said, I will leave that to the panel to come up with solutions about that. But I think with regards to the Washington chapter, we are almost there. I believe you yourself know that. And after this meeting, we'll be meeting next week. And very, very confident because I'm talking to both sides that we should be able to solve Washington. Washington is the panacea. If Washington is solved, I don't see how we cannot solve other areas. I think with goodwill on all sides, we should be able to solve most of these problems. With regards to what the Father said, I totally agree with him that we all need each other. I mean, I used to go to the forum, and every time you go to the forum, you should be surprised if you don't see the name of Christ. But I have that. That is politics. If you don't want your people to know where you were born or how you were born, then don't come into it. Once you come into it, you should be ready for the game. And I'm always ready for it. So it doesn't hurt me at all. But let us be respectful to each other. I mean, I'm here not at Boca Institute. I represent the president of Senegal. I think 2 years ago when the president came, he took over 20 minutes to tell members of the APC North America that if you disrespect the ambassador, you disrespect me. He said it to no one. And it's not only for Boca Institute, even for German Aziz. I've seen exchanges where people abuse him. He's the national chairman of the party. If you don't respect him, you want the SFP guy to respect him? No. Let us quarrel. I believe people who do leadership courses should know that quarrel is part of leadership. Out of quarrel, out of disunity comes changes. Yes. If everybody says yes and yes, and there will be no changes. But if somebody stand up and challenge you and quarrel with you, you have to sit down and think. So let us look at petty quarrels as a form to reform this organization and change it. I thank you very much.
This question is to Ambassador Stevens and probably to mainly Ambassador Stevens. If you have 7 children, these are all your children, and you are the father, and these children are fighting among themselves, what do you do as a father? APC North America is your child. You are here as President Alex Kuruma, and you know that the Ohio president has problem. Leonard is there, has problem. Leslie has problem. And you know exactly what is going on. These are all your children. What have you done?
Thank you very much. It's a very good question. When I came here, the first person that called me together was my schoolmate here on the left-hand side, and I've never known him for active APC participation, because I know him that he's a man very much involved in the situation. But the first thing he told me was to tell me thank you. He said, it's not everything you say in public. That's the job of people. But the first thing he did was to say thank you that he tried the amount of work I've done to soften people up. He called people, the names that he called, he called them. And they told him that Ambassador Stevens has spoken to us. I spoke to Rashid, I spoke to Leslie Allen, I spoke to Nancy Thomas. Asking about children, I have 5 boys. And I tell you, if you want a direct answer, sometimes when they are grown up, if they want to fight among themselves, I try to be peace. But if it continues, and I'm talking here as a father, if it continues to an acceptable level, I leave it to themselves. Sort it out. I've done it with my children. And that is what I did with North America. I told the president that I would have nothing again to do with North America at a certain time. And he smiled and laughed. I told you, you cannot do it. That is why I'm here. Otherwise, I was not here. But let us, all I'm saying is, criticize me, criticize as is, criticize them, but do it in a responsible way. If I am your ambassador and you go and write all sorts of things, what do you want the SFP guys to know? The SFP guys respect me. No, they don't respect you. No. No, they won't respect me, but I'm saying that they respect me now. I'll give you an instance. An SFP guy called me. I can call his name here. He's the deputy president of the SFP. He said I could. He was with a group of Sierra Leoneans. And there was somebody amongst us here who was crying Ambassador Stevens down. Said all kind of things. And this guy told him, he said, look, I am SFP, but you are wrong. I have a different impression of that man. That man has changed the face of the embassy. That man has gone with that man has gone there. And then the gentleman phoned me 4 days later. I don't know him. He said, Ambassador, this is my name, but I have to confess that this is what happened. I thought I had it. So these are the things that we see. And Sierra Leoneans, we are good for that. Nigerians don't cry down Sierra Leone. Guineans don't cry down Sierra Leone. It's only a Salon man that you can see sit somewhere. But I don't see it happening now. But before, it's only Salon man you see me sit down and talk all sorts of rubbish about Sierra Leone. We're not supposed to do that. Even though things might be difficult, but let us present a very good image of our country when we are outside. And when we go to Sierra Leone, let us damn our government. Let us damn our president. But when we come out, let us show them civility and respect. So thank you very much. Okay. One more question. One question from Usman Water, please. Vigorous.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the first place, I want to thank the chairman for a job well done within the American branch. If you want to be a leader, you always have to recognize leaders and respect leadership. I have a lot of things to say here, but I cannot say it because I am being restricted, and I will yield to that. But my question for the ambassador, before I ask my question, I want to address one issue. I am afraid for the APC bylaws and constitution, because we don't want to go to areas that are not within the framework of the bylaws for the APC constitution. I fell out with people in North America because of abusing the bylaws and the APC constitution. That's my problem with a lot of us here that are still here. My question to the ambassador is this. I'm hearing the ambassador is talking about the suspension of these guys. And in the first place, these are the people that mentioned that they are doing a tremendous job for the APC North America. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all here in North America. We are seeing all what is going on in the internet. We are seeing is an attacker in the internet. Abubero is an attacker in the internet. Madison Thomas is everywhere in the internet. He's attacking the chairman, attacking almost everybody. And when I was suspended in North America by the ambassador himself, ladies and gentlemen, I have a letter here I can produce to you that the bylaw says whenever you are suspended, you have to go through the protocol of the party. And I think all of us have the right to yield on to that. If you continue to violate these bylaws, sometimes somebody is going to take this party to court. One day, there will be a serious problem for us in this party. Yes. My question to the ambassador right now is, like he's talking about those that are suspended, and their suspension is there, and they are not going through the process. And I'm hearing him talking about working behind the scenes with Madam Yabon, members of the President of Washington chapter that are suspended also, within or the entire membership of Washington chapter. I want to reiterate to tell the ambassador, let him give us a scenario here. If these people don't respond to their suspension, in order for the chairman to lift up their suspension, how will they attend the Washington chapter meetings? And that's my question.
Thank you very much, Chairman Bankote. The issues you brought up are very important. But the first point I want to make, I've started to be corrected here by Anthony Sumi Tarawai. Bylaws are human creation. Bylaws are human documents. They are not everlasting in the lasting. You people made the bylaws. You people can change the bylaws at any time you want. It's not that possible. I'm not saying that you can change the bylaws now. That's point number one. Point number two, and I want to be very clear, that's why I'm happy these questions are brought up before I went. I'm not saying that, of course, if the executive suspends people, the executive has the power to rescind those suspensions. It's within the authority to do it, if they want to do it. All I'm saying is, if you think these are obstacles to peace, revisit them. I'm not saying take back on board the Rashid. I'm not saying take back on board the chief. All the chapters that I've called are chapters that I have visited. Let me have a look. And these are some of the best chapters from my own observation. New York, New Jersey, Texas, Houston, Atlanta, that's the former one. I don't know about the new administration. I've been there. Ohio, I've been there on 4 occasions. Philadelphia, I still have my solution. You yourself mentioned that they had problems on the former executive, and I don't think those issues have been addressed by the president. Okay. So what I'm saying is that when you want peace, you see, let us follow President Alex Kuruma. Mohammed Bangura nearly spat in his face, Emel Bangura, when they were going to court. People like, I don't like to call them, but you know them, Seri Kamal, Eddie Free, and other people. They molested him every time. Some of us were involved in peace negotiations. One of them told us, and his Kuruma should come and bend down on his toes, touch his feet, my country public. But when he became president, these were the people he appointed as ministers. With the position. Until they put themselves otherwise. What I'm saying is that you must be flexible. You must be flexible. Even Mohammed Bangura, he bought a car for him. He paid his rent for almost 5 years. Up to now, he's supporting him. Even though Mohammed Bangura is one of the people who hates Ernest Kuruma. Even within that, it's not everybody that likes Ernest Kuruma. He has enemies from within, and he knows them. But he is working with them in the interest of the APC party. So all I am saying is, when we love our party, let us forgo some of these things in the interest of the party. And when we are having Madam Yabo knows very well, the first person I contacted was Yabo, and she said, sometimes we don't say these things outside. The first meeting we had with the minister here, Madam Yabo offered over 6 positions to the bearer. We spent over 7 hours trying to convince them. And they said no. But we're not going to stop that. So I was very much impressed when she came back with the executive. Because I told her that the letter from the party secretariat was that number 1, they recognize her, number 2, she must have an all-inclusive agreement. So all I'm appealing is, ladies and gentlemen, let us all work together. Let us not be rigid. There is no rigidity in politics, and these jobs are voluntary jobs. Many of you left your family, like Fona said, you left your home, you left your wife, you left your to come to New Jersey. If you don't have APC, why do you have to? Nobody pays you for it. So let us have that at the back of our minds when we try to be very that this is a voluntary job for which we are not paid. So let us not exercise rigidity. And as I said, time is of the essence. We don't have time now for what we are doing. This executive has already done more than 1 year and about 3 or 4 months. You only have about 8 months in office. You need to have something to show. Yes. So after this meeting today, I really want us to forget about everything and get to a new slate for APC North America, so that all of us can work with you so that you regain the glory which you so deserve. Yes. One correction I want to make. I never suspended you, Usman. Hold on, let me make it clear. I know this is not the first ambassadorial job I've ever got. I've served as ambassador to Guinea, to Mali, to Bad before coming to America. I know the boundaries that I can have. I have never written a letter to you without having a letter for the APC leadership to send me. Anytime I write you, I make sure I got that I have instructions from Peter. Even when I'm here today, I inform Peter that I'm here and I get authority to come here. I don't write letter to any president here or any chairman without authority. We are not going to engage into arguments on that with you. But I showed Yabo and others, I have a big file on APC North America, all of it from APC office, letters that I get. There are things that I do here as APC man because I'm born and died APC. I will do it on the passion of the party. But when it comes for me communicating with you on decisions, I'm an administrator. People put things on paper because tomorrow somebody will say, I never wrote you a letter. Or I never said so. I don't take telephone messages to say, oh, I get a call from your phone, suspend Usman content. I don't do it. I will get it in black and white. If anybody wants to come to the office, I will show you all of those letters which I did for the actions that I took with regard to this North America. That's it.
I think that's enough. That's
Okay.
Somebody go almost one more question.
Okay, so do you make your question 10 words or less?
I am very lucky to be the last person.
No, you might not.
Mr. Ambassador, thank you. My personal view about you is you are a common denominator in this community. I've been in this community for about 30 years. You are the only ambassador of Sierra Leone who goes to functions without any reservation, and I thank you for that. Here are some of my questions. One, when you spoke earlier on, you referred to us as you people. And you, again, when you just ended your speech, you used the same thing, you people. The connotation of you people, can you please clear that before you leave? And secondly, the chapter in Philadelphia, the finances for the chapter in Philadelphia, we are in good standing. But let me extend an invitation to you. On May 21st, we will have our inauguration. As Vice President, I am inviting you. The capacity in which you will serve, we will put it in writing and it will meet you. Then secondly, also, you also refer about the elections that the people in Sierra Leone will have, I'm paraphrasing, to vote for the party. It's not from us. Well, here is, we are Sierra Leoneans. In 2007, the Honorable sitting in front of you, we crisscross, and I was named the bulldozer. And we are again ready here, many of us, we are there, and we are ready again to go 2012 on what may and give our contribution financially and physically. So I just wanted to know that also. I thank you very much for your time.
I have a question. With regards to the you people, in Latin they will say it's lapsus lingua. So I will say that's lapsus lingua. It has no derogatory undertones. And actually, okay, I'm sorry. I have a question. Then you know that I'm not trained here. And I'm only come here. And they also please excuse me. That's why I say it's lapsus lingua. Can I ask a question?
the man has to go now.
The last one, please. One more. All right, please let me ask it, please. Please let me ask it. My answer, please.
Thank you.
The man was up.
Mr. Ambassador, I have to really thank you for being here. I guess I'm not actually a stranger to you. Most of the meetings you've been in, I've been part of, and probably even though not being in the center of so many issues, but I'm aware. But the goal here is peace. But when I look around here, I don't think these people around here, all of us here, have issues. Those that have issues, none of them are here. Now, you as our father and the mouthpiece of our government, you are serving as a bridge here between the different parties. What can you do at this point, even though you've been working on the background? What can you do at this point to try to convince these people that it's about the party, it's not about ourselves? And we have less than 10 months to elections.
What can they do? How flexible can they become to keep their egos aside and put the party first? Thank you.
What are you going to, can I just say the truth then?
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
okay. Come back to question. Yes. Thank you, Mr. Ambassador, for giving us your time and attend this meeting. First and foremost, let me all tell you here that Ambassador Bokari is one of the best ambassadors since I came here in 2000. Before his arrival, I was going to that office, it was like a shambles. But today, if you go there, you'll be proud to be a Sierra Leone. And I've always been saying it either in front of him or behind him. But I have few things that I don't like that he's doing, particularly when it comes to APC. But I will not address them here. I've already raised my concern and we will bring them up with him. What I'm seeing here is when he was talking, he made reference to chapters that are doing well. He made reference to Ms. Nani Thomas' chapter. He made reference to Mr. Rashid Bangura. I don't know where he got the yardstick, but we are the national executive running the various chapters. We know that these chapters are not doing well. Mr. Rashid Bangura is under suspension because he has not accounted for monies that were given to him. Ms. Nani Thomas has not contributed a dime since we came to this executive. And all she does is she takes information from the executive at meetings and posts them on forums. So where the ambassador got information that this chapter president are doing extremely well? These are my questions. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. Okay,
I'm just adding to what Ramin said, and this is particularly for the suspended members. Ambassador, because I know when somebody is suspended, that person has to respond to any suspension letter. What are you going to do for them to respond? Because that's where the document is. What are you going to do for them to respond to the suspension? Then before the national executive.
Okay. Well, it's the same with the first question. I don't know what it's about, how the suspension came about, but the panel assembly are going to discuss it. And we need to know that then we can find a way out. I don't know, I mean, from my own administrative point of view, I believe suspension is a disciplinary action. You don't suspend me and then you ask me to respond to it. I mean, if you suspend me because unless when it comes like you take me to court, then you can say, okay, you are on suspension and have to be pending the decision of the court. But with organizations like this, when somebody is suspended or expelled, I believe that's my own. Don't take me as being right. I'm not giving what my own view. I take it that you are disciplining me for something that I've done. And that discipline, I believe, should not be indefinite. There must be, well, that's up to the executive. I'm not giving my own advice on this.
No, silence. Okay, hold on. Sorry.
Silence.
The suspension, that's a procedure.
Point of order on a point of order. Let's let the respond here.
I'm not saying take what I've said. I am giving my own views as a trained administrator. Don't take it as a gospel truth. The suspension has to be dealt with by the executive. You suspended, it is up to you to either rescind it. You can even expel. It is within your bylaws to do it. I'm not saying don't do it. All I'm saying that if we are talking about this, and I began my statement by saying we are sitting eyeball to eyeball. I don't want to start any problems here. It's eyeball to eyeball. That is why I took questions from Usman Conte and Fona. Otherwise, I will never have questions. But it's eyeball to eyeball. Let everybody say what they want to say. We all belong to the same family and try to solve it. Now, talking about Rashid and others.